Mastering the College Application Process, a step-by-step guide. Hey everyone, and welcome back to All Sports, or as I like to think of it today, All College Applications. Because let's be real, applying to college can feel like a contact sport sometimes, right? You've got deadlines to tackle, essays to score, and let's not forget the ever-present pressure to get into the best school possible. It's a lot, but don't worry, we're here to coach you through it. Confused about how to apply to college? You're not alone. In this video, we break down the entire college application process, step by step, so you can apply with confidence. Be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss our upcoming videos on college essays, interviews, and scholarships. We've got a whole playbook of resources to help you navigate this exciting, albeit slightly terrifying journey. All right, let's get started. Okay, folks, before we dive into the nitty-gritty of applications, let's talk timelines. Because just like in sports, timing is everything. Most students apply to college during the fall of their senior year, typically between October and January. But it's never too early to start thinking about your college plans. The real game changers start preparing as early as their junior year. Think of it like this. You wouldn't wait until the night before a big game to start practicing, right? Starting early gives you a competitive edge. It allows you to pace yourself, avoid last-minute stress, and put your best foot forward. Starting early means setting aside time for test prep, researching colleges, and gathering materials like letters of recommendation. Trust me, starting early makes a huge difference. It might seem daunting now, but breaking down the process into manageable steps makes it way less overwhelming. Plus, the earlier you start, the more time you have to refine your applications and ensure they truly represent who you are. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. So, pace yourself, stay organized, and don't be afraid to ask for help along the way. Your future self will thank you for it. Alright, let's talk about the gear you'll need for the college application game. First, you'll need your high school transcript. Next, standardized test scores. Then the college essay, and letters of recommendation. Use the common application or college portals to submit everything. So your toolkit includes a transcript, test scores, essays, recommendations, and any extras. Okay, so you've got your timeline figured out and your application materials prepped. Now comes the fun part, choosing where to apply. This is where you get to dream big, explore your options, and envision yourself on different campuses. Before you get swept away by glossy brochures and impressive websites, it's essential to have a strategy. You need to create a balanced list of schools that aligns with your academic profile, your aspirations, and yes, even your risk tolerance. This is where the concept of reach, match, and safety schools comes in. Reach schools are your slam dunks, the highly selective colleges that might be a bit of a stretch. Match schools are your solid mid-range shots, colleges where your academic credentials align well with the average admitted student. Safety schools are your layups, colleges where you're almost guaranteed admission. But choosing where to apply goes beyond just numbers and statistics. It's about finding the right fit for you as an individual. Think about what truly matters to you in a college experience. Do you thrive in a bustling urban environment or a cozy small-town setting? Are you drawn to large universities or smaller liberal arts colleges? So how do you actually go about choosing where to apply? It's all about research. Dive deep into college websites, read student blogs, attend virtual college fairs, and talk to current students. Okay, you've put in the work, you've researched colleges, crafted your essays, and chased down those recommendation letters. Now it's time for the main event, submitting your applications. But before you hit that submit button, let's make sure you're crossing all your T's and dotting those I's. First things first, you'll need to create an account on either the Common Application website or your target school's application portal. This is where you'll input all your basic information like your name, address, high school, and intended major. Once you've created your account, it's time to start filling in the blanks. Be thorough and accurate with all your information. Double-check dates, spellings, and make sure everything is consistent across all your applications. Next up, you'll need to upload all those essential documents we talked about earlier, your transcript, test scores, essays, and recommendation letters. And speaking of submissions, pay close attention to deadlines. Different colleges have different deadlines, and missing a deadline, even by a few minutes, can be disastrous. Once you've uploaded all your materials and reviewed your application thoroughly, it's time to pay the application fee or request a fee waiver if you qualify. And finally, the moment of truth. Hit that submit button. Congratulations, my friend. You've just taken a major step towards your future. So you've hit that submit button, sent your applications off into the digital abyss, and now you wait. I know, the waiting is the hardest part. But trust me, there are things you can do during this in-between period to stay sane and even productive. First and foremost, keep an eye on your email. Colleges will communicate with you through email, so make sure you're checking your inbox regularly, including your spam folder, just in case. Some schools might require additional steps like submitting supplemental essays, completing interviews, or accessing portals for scholarship information. Stay organized and respond promptly to any requests or communications. While you wait for those acceptance letters to roll in, take some time to reflect on your accomplishments. You've poured your heart and soul into this process, and that deserves recognition. Celebrate your hard work, spend time with loved ones, and engage in activities that bring you joy. And remember, college admissions are just one chapter in your life story. It might feel all-consuming right now, but it doesn't define you. Your worth, your intelligence, your potential, none of that is determined by a thin envelope or an email notification. Now let's talk about what happens when those decisions finally arrive. Depending on when you applied and the college's notification schedule, you'll typically receive admissions decisions between December and April. If you're accepted to your dream school, congratulations. Pop the confetti, do a victory dance, and get ready to embark on an incredible new adventure. If you're waitlisted, don't despair. It's not a no, it's a not yet. You can choose to remain on the waitlist and send an update letter expressing your continued interest. And if you're not accepted to a particular college, it's okay to feel disappointed. Allow yourself time to process those feelings, but don't let it derail you from your ultimate goals. That's a quick look at how to apply to college, broken down step by step. Start early, stay organized, and take it one task at a time. Remember, this process is a marathon, not a sprint. Pace yourself, celebrate your accomplishments, and don't be afraid to ask for help along the way. If this video helped you navigate the wild world of college applications, give it a like, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for weekly college application tips, advice, and encouragement. Drop your questions in the comments. We reply to everyone. We're here to support you throughout this exciting, albeit slightly terrifying journey. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Until next time, happy applying.